Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a full face foundation routine. It is a full coverage routine, but if you want to see how I created this look right here, then please carry on watching and remember to like and subscribe. Bye guys!
Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. I'm starting off with a bare face today, so I need to moisturise first of all. So I'm first going to start off with a Kiehl's Ultra Facial Moisturizer and apply that all over the face. I'm going to be using a foundation brush to do that, just so I can get an even coverage of moisturiser. I've actually done a blog post on this, so head over and you can see what my thoughts on it. I have dry skin, so if you also have dry skin, this will be perfect for you. Like I said, because I have dry skin, I'm going to then apply some Vaseline to my lips, just because I do get dry lips, even in the summer. And that's just going to prep my skin before I start putting any makeup on, including lipstick. Just rub that in and wait for that all to soak in. I'm then going to prime my face with the Lumi Magique primer by L'Oreal. I love this primer because I love a dewy finish. So I'm just going to apply that all over the face and blend it in with a damp beauty blender. You've got to make sure the beauty blenders are damp because they make sure they blend them in perfectly. So like I said, I really like a dewy finish. So if you like a dewy finish also, I highly recommend this. The thing I can kind of say is most like is MAC Strobe Cream, but half the price. I'm then going to go in with Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I've actually mixed a pump of this with my Estee Lauder Doublewear foundation. I love both of these foundations because they are a full coverage. I like the tone of the Too Faced one. I'm in the shade Ivory, just because of a very yellow undertone. Whereas the Doublewear, I'm the shade Ivory Nude, and it's a slightly more neutral tone. So I really like these two mixed together. I really like the coverage of these. Because this is a full coverage foundation, you really do have to work fast because they dry quite quickly. I really like using the beauty blender for this. So I just like to bounce it all over the skin. Again, like I said, a damp beauty blender just so it can soak up any excess product. This takes forever, this bit. I think blending foundation is the longest process in the world, but it has to be done, doesn't it? Yeah, and get into all them nooks and crannies. So like I said, round the nose, underneath the eyes, and just give that even coverage all over the face. And don't forget your hairline and just by your ears. I'd already done my eyebrows and eyeshadow in this video, as you can see. I then go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Palette just to highlight underneath the eyes. I'm just going to focus that on the cheekbone area just because this isn't for concealing, this is just for highlighting. And I'm taking the lightest colour, lightest matte colour in that palette, just popping that on my cheekbones. I really like this palette for highlighting, however, I find the contour colours very, well, too ashy for my skin tone. Let me know down below if you agree. Even though I am pale, it's still a bit too ashy. I then go in with the Estee Lauder Doublewear Concealer and just popping this underneath the eyes in a triangle. I like to use this one because it is more of a concealer, whereas the other one is just for highlighting. And I just like to conceal any dark circles underneath my eyes. There I am, doing a little dance. I then like to pop that in a bit of a star shape or upside down triangle on the tops of my forehead, and I do like to conceal any blemishes with this one as well because it is a full coverage concealer also. And down the bridge of my nose, and there I am showing you how funny I look with that. And again, in with a beauty blender and just blending that all out. I also like to take this around the nose because I feel like loads of women have hormonal redness just around the nose. So if you just take your concealer, whatever's left on the beauty blender, and just dab it around there so it doesn't become too cakey around the nose, but you are... Oh, there we go, there I am, dancing and singing. Please ignore me. Yeah, just carry on blending. At this point, my camera did cut off, so you might find that I do look slightly different. There we go. That's where my camera cuts off. But yeah, just carry on blending until it's all seamless and no lines. I then like to go in with the MAC Mineralise Skin Finish in the colour Light Plus. I am trying to show you, but I know it won't focus. It's so annoying. And then I got a little, what are they called? Like powder puff, yeah. And then I like to just dab that underneath my eyes. Personally, I don't particularly like to blend. Blend? I love to blend. What am I on about? I don't particularly like to bake underneath my eyes just because I do, like I said, have really dry skin. So I find that baking with a translucent powder, even the Laura Mercier powder, let me put my teeth back in, actually makes it look more dry underneath my eyes and can cake up. So I tend not to bake, but I do like to powder just in my T-zone and underneath my eyes because I do crease underneath my eyes. I then go in with MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Give Me Sun and a Morphe powder brush. There you go. And I'm just swirling that and tapping any excess off. And just in circular motions going into the hollows of my cheeks. This is more to bronze up my face, not to contour. I really like this one because it really gives a warm tone onto the face. Just give me that sun-kissed look. I just like to take that as well up onto the tops of my forehead, as I'll show you in a minute. But I like to concentrate it onto my cheeks, into the hollows of my cheeks. There you go, so on the tops of the forehead, just blending it all in. You don't want any harsh lines, so this might take a bit of time as well, just make sure it's all blended. I like to brush it over my nose as well, just to give that sun-kissed look. I then like to go in with the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess Collection Bronzer in Medium Deep. This is a slightly, it's still warm toned, but it's not as warm as Give Me Sun. I just like to concentrate that into the hollows just to give it a little bit more definition. I don't particularly like to contour on a day-to-day basis because I just can't be bothered really. But if I were to contour, I would use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. But I can do another video on my contour routine. But I like to take that down my neck as well. I'm then going to go in and highlight. I'm going to use the Becca Skin Perfector in Pearl. I love this highlight. And I'm going to use that with a Morphe fan brush. It's so bright. And on pale skin, it looks absolutely amazing. I like to blend that down into, not so much down into the contour, but onto the apples of the cheeks also, because then you can see the highlight on a front view. I learnt that from Jacqueline Hill. Queen of highlight. And then with the excess, just popping that onto the brow bone. Onto, oh, I am going to pop it onto, yeah, my eyebrows there. And then just on the Cupid's bow. And then whatever's left, just on the bridge of my nose and my chin. Bridge of my nose? Tops of my nose. There you go. I'm going in with the contour palette, and I'm actually going to use the highlighter that's in this, just because I like to gleam like the sun. Like and comment down below if you also like to gleam like the sun. I'm pretty sure everyone does. There you go. Now I'm going to go in with blush. I'm going to use a Morphe blush brush with the NARS blusher in the shade Orgasm. I'm trying to show you, but I know you can't see it. I'm just going to swirl my brush in there and apply that onto the apples of my cheeks. I pull a really creepy face in a minute. There you go. Just to get onto the apples of my cheeks. And I like to work that back into my contour and my highlight just to give an even finish and blend it perfectly. So there's no harsh lines. There you go. I like to then spritz my face with MAC Fix Plus, and that gives a really dewy finish. But if you don't like that dewy finish and you like it more matte, you can skip this step, but this will just get rid of any powder look. To finish the look, I like to use the NYX, I believe they're called Butter Glosses, in the shade Cairo. Just apply that all over the lips. And this is just my everyday sort of skin routine. Well, and lip routine. Just keep one of these in my bag all the time. There we go. And that's the finished look. So if you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks guys, bye!